Hello, my name is Andrew Cunningham. I'd like to talk to you about the anxiety people have about needing the loo. For people who don't understand this, it may seem sort of silly, but for people that suffer from it, it really can be very destructive anxiety or fear. If you suffer from this, you know what I mean. The idea that somehow you may wet yourself, what's going to happen when you go out, if you go on a bus or a train, if you travel somewhere, if you go to a restaurant or a cinema, what's going to happen? Am I going to need the loo? And then you start planning whether you have to pee here and if there's a loo there, and everything has to be sort of planned out with where you can stop for the loo, etc. And it gets really very difficult. And then what happens then, of course, is that you stop going out, and you stop going to these places, which of course doesn't help, because then the anxiety kind of builds and builds. And for many people, it's not as if they've ever really wet themselves. It's not that they've ever really had some terrible accident, but it's just the sort of fear of it happening, the possibility of it happening. Also, of course, if you think about it, you've really got to think, well, do I need a pee? And you sort of think, well, yes, I do. And that's a sort of natural thing. If we put our focus on that part of the body, then we think, well, yes, we probably could have a pee. Of course, that's not a problem. The only problem is if we think about it too much. And of course, at night time, through the night, we don't think about it. We're asleep and we don't wet ourselves, and we have these natural processes that hold the pee in. So the hypnotherapy really is just about calming everything down, slowing everything down, just making you realize that actually you do have control of your bladder, that you can actually go that bit further and further. And usually it's a step-by-step process. It's just with the relaxation, with imagination, just slowly, day by day, week by week, rebuilding your confidence. You start to go further and further and further, and then you get that sense that one, that nothing terrible happened, and two, that you do have this sense of control. So using hypnotherapy, it's very, very possible to treat this kind of thing, and it can really sort of set you free, really, to go where you want, and not have to sort of plan and avoid and all that kind of stuff. So if you've got any questions about hypnotherapy or myself about this, just drop me a line, and you're very, very welcome.